Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here with my 6th video, and frankly speaking I am enjoying recording so much, and I am so grateful to each one of you who has subscribed to the channel, who keep sharing my videos, who keep liking the videos. It genuinely motivates me to make more videos for you all. And my videos, I try to be as informative as possible. I try to give as much of knowledge I can, and also this video will of course be more of facts, more of the research I have done, and less of my views. I'll of course be stating my views, but it will be more of facts. So you must have read the title, you must have seen the thumbnail. So this video is about a part of the education system which is quite common in the States, that is America, or in some of the European countries as well, but sadly not in India. So watch the video till the very end. I hope you are liking my work. So before I move ahead with the video, I would like to ask a question to each and every one of you watching this, and I am sure none of you will be able to answer. I am 100% sure none of you will be able to answer. What exactly is the point of closed book exams? What's the purpose of that? Apart from increasing our memory power, what exactly is the point? So each one of you is trying to become something. Some of you might want to become an engineer, some of you might want to become a doctor, teacher, and whatnot. So tell me this, suppose a mathematician, for example, when he grows up, when he actually is a mathematician, do you think he'll have to remember all the formulas which he studied in grade 10? No, he won't. He will have everything in front of him. He'll have to use those and then do his work. And that applies to everything. You will have all the resources in front of you when you actually start working. So what exactly is the point of closed book exams? Because open book exams will relate much better to actually working rather than closed book exams. I don't know whether you are getting this or not, but genuinely closed book exams are just stupid. There's no point to that. So let's start with what exactly is open book exam. How is it conducted? So basically open book exams is like regular exams, but you are allowed to keep your books, your study notes, your reference material to refer and write the answer in your exams. You can consult it, you can go through it while writing the paper. Noticed how I use the word refer and not copy? Because it's not copying. There's a general misconception among people that open book exams is copying, but no, it's not. In fact, open book exams can be much difficult, and they are a better way of evaluating students according to me. So it's so sad that y'all and me as well have been a part of this system without actually understanding that how silly this system is. There are so many things which don't even make sense, and I know some of you are like, all you do is criticize the system and say bad stuff about it. I am not saying bad stuff. I am just pointing out some of the faults according to me that exist in this system. And there are good things about a system too. I don't know why I laughed while saying that, but there are good things about the system too. I'll make a video on that very soon. So subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss that. And if you are liking what I am doing, do leave a thumbs up below, and most importantly, drop down your thoughts in the comment section below. So let's move on to some advantages and disadvantages of this concept, that is open book exams. So one of the biggest advantages of this system is that you save time. So in the current education system, students spend a hell lot of time trying to remember things. You read the answer again and again. You basically need to remember the entire book, and I am not even kidding when I am saying that. You need to remember the entire book because questions can come from anywhere. So we spend such a lot of time doing that, and we are eventually going to forget those things. With the open book test system, that won't happen. You can use that time to do something much more worthwhile. You can learn some new skill. You can read more stuff which excites you, which interests you, and which will help you in the future. So that is one of the biggest advantages of this pattern. The second advantage of this pattern is that it is much more closer to reality. It resonates much better with how things actually work. So like I've said before, no job expects you to remember each and everything that you have studied in school. You will be given the resources, you will be given everything you want. You need to use these resources to complete your work. That is, I guess, the demand of every job or every working profession. So how is remembering things from school helping us. So open book exams will prepare students to work much more effectively in the future. One more advantage of this system is that students are graded solely on the basis of their understanding of the concept. There's nothing else. The only way students can score good in this type of question paper is by understanding the concept. So I guess I might have given you the impression that open book exams are easy, but trust me, it's not. So schools are so lazy. Imagine, the easiest thing for schools to set up an exam paper is select a paragraph from the textbook, put it in the exam question paper, and expect the students to answer that. And the students do, because they have remembered the entire textbook. But open book exams don't work that way. In fact, open book exams are difficult than the normal exams. The questions are framed in such an intelligent manner that only those who have understood the concept can answer the question. And for example, I did this course from a foreign university. It was all online, and the questions, I had the entire internet to myself. I can use the Wikipedia, I can use any website for that matter, but there was no ready-made answer available. I had to use my knowledge, I had to use my thinking power to answer the question. And the same is with open book exams. It is tougher than normal exams. Closed book exams are pointless, illogical, and doesn't make any sense. Yes, I said it. As we keep moving on to higher grades, the subjects, the scope of the subjects keeps getting wider. There are more new concepts introduced, there are more new topics introduced. How can anyone remember all of these? The top colleges such as IIMs, IITs, they have open book exams. There are reference libraries. Why? So that students can refer. Why not start this from schools? What's the problem? This system is rigid. There is no scope for any kind of change. These are the things. These are the good things we should adopt from the foreign countries and use it to our benefit. I am reading this review. I'll attach the link in the description box. Just listen to this. I am sharing some experience of open book exam. All the questions of each subject were numerical and situation based. Not a single definition or theory based question was there. The difficulty of the questions was very high. There was not a single question directly from book. All the questions were modified and demanded the complete understanding of multiple topics. So to sum up, open book exams aren't easy. It's much tougher than closed book exams. But if you do good in an open book exam, then I congratulate you. You are meant for that subject. That subject is meant for you. It's a perfect love story. You are going to do great in that exam. If not, that's not the end. There are many more subjects. I have made a video on this. Go check that video out and keep exploring new subjects. So let us discuss some disadvantages of this particular pattern. Wait, I said disadvantages. Well, no, there's only one disadvantage worth mentioning. I have read so many articles, went through so many website blogs, only came across one disadvantage, and you will probably laugh after listening to it, but it's you need a larger desk space. The size of the desk should be larger. That's the only disadvantage, because there will be an answer sheet, there will be a reference book, there will be a laptop probably, and so you need a larger space. That's the only disadvantage. I hope that someday this system actually comes in India and students start benefiting from it. So let us discuss how this system can come to India, whether it actually can, and let's discuss how can you do it. The only way that is happening is when people become aware of this topic. Share this video to as many people as you can. Also, hashtags are such a powerful tool these days to bring issues to limelight. Use hashtags, do things like that, use social media to your advantage. And one thing I would suggest, this system isn't changing anytime soon. I keep saying this in every video. Do courses from foreign universities. By the way, they are cheaper than your normal colleges. Trust me, they are. And doing a 1 week foreign course has given me so much more knowledge than studying 2 years in college. Genuinely it has. So do that. Share this video to as many people as you can. Also subscribe to this channel if you still haven't. You have no idea how with every increase in subscriber, it makes me so happy, it makes me feel so motivated, and I'm going to keep making amazing videos for you all, amazing informative videos which will actually benefit you. So the least you can do is subscribe to this channel, leave a thumbs up. Also, the most important thing, leave down your comments, because I want to know what you think of me, my videos, all of my videos for that matter. If you disagree with me, not an issue, I would like to hear those opinions as well. So drop down your comment. Don't forget to like the video, share it with others, share it with each and everyone for that matter. Your parents, your teachers, your schoolmates, your friends, relatives, cousins, everyone. I would love to know what people are thinking of my videos. So do that. I hope you are safe. I'll be back with a very amazing video very soon. Till then, take care. Signing off, Shashwat Darak.